Greeting, guys. It is me again with a message of the kingdom of heaven. Guys, we are continuing from the part where we were speaking about the disciples. They went to Jesus and they asked him why he spoke to people in parables, and he responded by saying that because the secret knowledge of the kingdom of heaven has been given to them, but not to the others. That's why he spoke to the others in parables, and then plainly he explained those parables to the disciples in secret later. And we also quoted from Paul's scripture where he says, "No eye has seen, no ear heard, no mind has conceived the things that God has prepared for those who love him." So he reveals it to the ones who belong to the kingdom of heaven. So that is where we stopped, and now we are finishing part 14 because it was too long, but now I believe that we're going to be done. Anyway, now it is important, guys, to realize or ask yourself what you are seeing, because what you are seeing, that is where you are going. That is very, very important. Daddy asked Jeremiah in the Old Testament what he was seeing. And Jeremiah said, "I am seeing an almond tree." And Daddy said, "I'm going to fulfill." You understand? Whatever that meant, Daddy said he was going to fulfill, because he fulfills what he shows, not what we tell him. If we tell him what he showed us, then it's okay. So guys, it is important to understand that this message of the kingdom of heaven is very important, because there are secrets that Jesus reveals about the kingdom of heaven to those who belong to the kingdom of heaven. So if Jesus came and spoke to them about the things that were in heaven, the things that he had created, and he shows them, and also they see these things because they belong to the kingdom of heaven. In other words, they are shown secret of the kingdom of heaven. That's why Paul says, "No eye has seen, no ear heard, no mind has conceived the things that God has promised to those who love him." You understand? So it is important to check the things that you are seeing, because you find people saying that God has blessed them with the things of the world. Why doesn't he show you the things pertaining to the kingdom of heaven? You sit down and you ask yourself that, why doesn't the man upstairs show you things pertaining to the kingdom of heaven? Why is the one who's showing you whatever they are showing you not showing you the things pertaining to the kingdom of heaven? Because that speaks volume. That is telling. You understand? So guys, it is important, because the kingdom of heaven, guys, there are secrets there. There are secrets there. Secrets that guy shows to the people who belong to that kingdom, because he wants them to give up the things of the world. So he shows them things and they give up. That's why I read from that parable. He says the kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field. When a man finds, he hides it again and buys. And sell everything he has and buy the field. You understand? Because that treasure now has been shown to you. So now you are seeking for it. You understand? You are longing for it. I don't know, guys, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So there are secrets of the kingdom of heaven that Daddy will show to his own. He did it with John the Baptist. He did it with Jesus. He did it with his disciples. You understand? So the guy is still the same. He doesn't change. I don't know if you understand, So Jesus used to speak about the kingdom of heaven, and you go home and you read all the parables of the kingdom of heaven, and you will find that they are, in fact, Jesus's parables, they are summed up in the kingdom of heaven, nothing else, So when people gather together in meetings, they dine. People who belong to the kingdom of heaven should be speaking about that kingdom, things that Daddy had shown them about that kingdom. You understand, guys? It is important. It is important, guys, because that guy was crazy about the kingdom of heaven. I used to ask myself why this guy is so crazy about the kingdom of heaven. You are crazy, you are happy because maybe you are in a relationship. That guy was not even in any relationship. Yet the guy was just only crazy about the kingdom of heaven. You understand? So that's telling as well. You are excited, you are happy because of your fleshy things. That guy did not even have a cat. Let's talk of a donkey. He didn't even have a cat. Let's talk of a donkey, guys. And you are excited because of those things, because you are shown the things of the world. You sit down and you ask yourself, why are you shown earthly blessings? Why aren't you shown those blessings? You sit down, you ask yourself, and if you've been disobeying that man innocently, believe me when I tell you, he forgives. He says, children do not sin, but if you do sin, there is blood. You understand? Who is a child? A child is one who doesn't understand yet. You understand? And then he says, once you've received the knowledge of the truth and you continue in sin, there no longer remains sacrifice for sins. We find it in Hebrews 10:26. So it's important to retrace your steps if it was not on purpose. If it was on purpose, guys, I'm sorry to tell you this. If it was on purpose, he doesn't forgive. His blood is for sins committed in ignorance. Even the Old Testament people, they had blood of animals because of sins that were committed in ignorance. So he brought blood because he wanted children, no longer slaves, people who were spiritually dead. So he brought the blood of a human being. That is why Jesus was called the Son of Man, because he was also a human being. You understand? So we needed his blood. He needed to be in the flesh and become a human being, even though he was a God in the flesh. You understand? But we needed his blood. He had to have blood, So that he will bring of that blood. Then we will be made alive and have the seed of God again. Because they wanted children with a right seed, a seed like him, not what Adam had done and caused us to have the seed of Satan. You understand? So if you didn't sin on purpose, he will forgive you. If you've been preaching this message of riches, earthly blessings, money, he will forgive you. If you didn't know, he will. But if you did know, well, I'm sorry, guys, that guy doesn't forgive sins committed on purpose. He doesn't. It is what it is. Guys, it is very, very important to understand that Daddy gives us things that we don't ask for, things that we don't even think we need. I mean, we didn't think that we needed Jesus' blood. We didn't think that we needed his commands. But now we understand, we needed his blood so that we become spiritually alive again and have his seed and have his image again. Because that's what we lost in the beginning. We lost his image, his spiritual image. He is only spirit, but we are spirits put in bodies. But when Adam died spiritually, after disobeying him, he became a dead seed and partook of Satan's nature. So we needed Jesus' blood so that we will become his image again. You understand? But we didn't know. I mean, the Israelites killed him because they didn't know, because that man upstairs will often give you things you don't think you need. Will often give you things that you don't think they are necessary. You understand? He also gave us his commands. Now we understand that he gave those commands so that we will obey them, thus remaining spiritually alive. You understand? So all these things, guys, are very, very important. Very, very important. So now he's giving us the kingdom of heaven. And I've explained to you why. And also, if you want to learn more about the kingdom of heaven, you just find the teachings. Also, you'll find they are in every podcast player. You'll find them. They are there. You understand? So they explain as well why we have to obey him. Why it is important to obey him. Guys, it is very, very important. All these things that he's giving us, they are important, but we don't know until, we are told. So I'm also telling you. Thank you.